Hey, what is going on the YouTube? This is Robert, and today I'm bringing you the full drop list for this week, which is week 4 of the fall winter 21 season. Now, I'm just going to be brief for the intro, because yeah, I am looking forward to this week, but I'll explain why I'm a bit, in the end. But yeah, I am really looking forward to it, so yeah, let's just get straight into this anyway. Okay, so, obviously, the list could update, by the time I upload this it normally updates, by the time I finish recording it sometimes updates. I do believe that there's one hat that is not on the list currently, which was meant to drop last week but it's going to be dropping this week instead, but that is about it so far. There might be one or two other items that might be missing, but bear with it at the end of the day. So like I said, this week we do have a collaboration which is going to be the Crow collaboration. Now, I'll be honest, I wasn't really too enthusiastic about this because of just the pieces that we had from the lookbook. However, Supreme decided to go up and all out, and we have quite an amazing collection, to be honest, from it in general. Now, personally to me, this collection and collaboration in general is very close to the Akira collection that we had, or collaboration that we had, and yeah, I feel some of the pieces will age in the same sort of manner. But to kick off the week anyway, which we will talk about pieces later on, we're going to have the Pearl logo hooded sweatshirt, or Pearl logo hoodie. I will just point out the Kubricks, or yeah, however you pronounce it, I'm not really too bothered, are going to be available at a later date, which is a little bit annoying, but at the same time it's great that we're actually getting some, because of the pure fact that the last time we actually had anything to do with like Medicom was back in 2008, I believe. It might have been 2007, so it's been about 13 years since we actually had this, and the last time that we did, where it was Kermit, which I've got near me, but yeah, that was the last time that we actually had anything of the sort of caliber, so it's actually quite amazing that we are getting those. And for those who don't know, that's quite a big thing to get them, because it's not a frequent thing that Supreme release. So yeah, they age like wine or cheese, however you want to put it. But yeah, getting on with the first piece, the hoodie. I'm not really a studded fan, I'll be honest. The colourway choices are great, but I'm not a studded fan. I do like the grey, but yeah, it's not, it's not my sort of thing. We then have the Subota, Pearl Hard Edge lighter. I know a lot of people collect lighters from Supreme, so this will, stand out for them. Colorways are quite nice. I wish that the color was a bit more solid and that you couldn't actually see inside, but that's just me picking at it, so yeah. We then have the hand mixed paint stick, which yeah, used to use these as a kid. If you remember, you just basically just go like that on everything, and yeah, that's about it. Hopefully they drop in the EU. Some things like this, the more obscure accessories at points in time don't actually drop in the EU, so it's a bit like, but yeah, it'd be funny just to pick up, I suppose. I don't think anyone would use it, but yeah. We then have the No Comp box logo New Era. Yeah, I know a lot of people who want New Eras. At the end of the day, it's a box logo one as well, so they probably will pick it up and it probably will end up selling out. I definitely think the purple, black and brown colorway will be more sought after, but we need to see the underneath to the others, because that red with neon isn't my favourite. But moving on to the Crow though, yeah, James O'Barr, basically the Crow is his thing. There are just, I don't know how many pieces or different iterations of the Crow he has made, but there are a lot. I only know of it mainly because I've seen and read a small portion of like the first one, but I'm more so from the film, which included Brandon Lee, which I was discussing in a Discord. Brandon Lee and Bruce Lee, the whole things behind that, I won't get into like that sort of side of things, but it's just a very suspicious way for everything, a defective blank. I don't believe it, but regardless, it's actually one of my, like, those sort of films that I am okay to watch like over and over and over. It's probably weird because it's not exactly the most, I guess, like pleasing films in the end. It's more so of a sad sort of side to things, but yeah, this is definitely like the Akira or Akira, however people want to pronounce it. I know there are specific pronunciations. I always get things wrong with how I say it, but yeah, this definitely reminds me of the neoprene explosion Supreme one, and just the scenery, the sort of illustration in general. The art style is very similar to it, and yeah, I do like the more sort of face, you know, eyes, hair and everything, but I definitely think this one's the standout skateboard deck and be a cool one to have in any collection in the end, to be honest. So yeah, we then move on to the high density small box short sleeve top. It's quite standard and simple. Colorways are okay, but retail's just going to be up there, so Moving on to the crow pieces, which is what I really want to get onto. The hoodie I think is cool, it's great, colorways are nice. I also think that the black colorway in general from all of the pieces is just going to sell out faster because it just looks a lot cleaner and it just works a lot better. The olive is very nice in the hoodie, but I still think red on black just looks better in the end, so yeah. We then have the tee, which I have a small issue with, like the tee and the long sleeve, in that I feel like the tee's graphic just might be a bit too large in the end. I think if it was more condensed, it might have been, you know, a bit more appreciated, but in general, you know, it happens where, you know, logos are large, logos are small, or graphics are large and small, and people nitpick at them like I am. But yeah, I just feel like it just takes too much on it. But still in this piece, yet again, black colorway, and white colorway is okay, but definitely black colorway is just the go-getter like type piece here. We then move on to the cargo pant, which I definitely think in the black colorway people are going to want and will sell out. Brown sort of colorway is nice, but it's just black colorway. It really works well, so yeah. Oh, actually, the camp cap that I was on about, or the hat that I was on about, has been added, so yeah. I wasn't really a massive fan of it. I think that, you know, the white colorway and the olive or green are okay, but that's about it. Moving on to the crow, the long sleeve tee. The graphics too small on the chest. It's just, I don't know. I feel like if this was on the tee and the other one was reversed, it might be better, but at the same time it might not. It might just work, but I feel like I wanted just a bit of a larger graphic, but at the same time I do like the graphic choice that they've gone with. I think that it looks really cool. I don't know actually, do I like it more than I was thinking? Maybe I was just picking at it too much when I first saw it because I was comparing it to previously released pieces, but now that I'm looking at it again, it might actually work well. Black colorway, yet again, just black colorway. It's the thing. It's just great in this. Specifically, black colorway is really great in this, so yeah. We then have the sweater, which I think in the black colorway is absolutely amazing. The graphics and everything in general, it looks so cool, and I think it will age like extremely well because some sweaters don't tend to be that sought after. This colorway, not my thing, because you just can't see the artwork that much, but definitely in the black colorway or white colorway it really stands out and looks great. So this was one of the pieces where I was debating whether I would want it to actually like have and wear, but I don't know. Let me know if you think I could like pull off a sweater like this. And if anyone has had a Supreme sweater, what's the sizing like? Because I don't know if I'd need a medium or large in it. We then move on to one of the pieces that I genuinely think out of the whole collection will do great, basing it off of previously released items. I know that all we can do is look back at items in general, but like I said, with the tee, the graphic, I just feels a bit, you know, across the board with this whole collaboration, the graphics weren't huge. They covered just the upper portion instead of the full size, so that's where I was a bit on the edge with it. With the long sleeve, I think that it does the same sort of thing and it does well in the end, and yeah, I still think this one is more pristine and clean, but yeah. With the piece that I am meaning though, this work jacket, they're very similar in some of their ways, and I think that with that in mind, it is definitely going to be one of those like really just decent pieces. I mean, you go on to this one and it has absolutely aged like anything. Obviously in medium and large mainly, but yeah, it was just a really good design. Also the Supreme at the bottom looked really clean, but yeah, I think with this one it doesn't have the same, you know, hit with some of the aspects to it, but I definitely think as an overall, the graphic on the back just looks great. Obviously you don't have the same sort of like setup or layout, but I definitely think that it still does a good job, and that in the black colorway it will just be really sought after and will be a great piece. We then have the zip up hoodie. I'm not really a fan of zip ups. A lot of people said they want it in the black or the olive colorway, so yeah, go for it at the end of the day, because collections like this sometimes surprise people and end up flying. So we then have the regular jean. I still just think black colorway or white colorway is just better compared to the purple. I don't know where they were going with this. If they'd just inverted maybe the colors, maybe it would have worked, but I don't know. We then have the work shirt, yet again a piece that could possibly like do well, but it just depends on how it looks in hand and how people feel about it. I think that in this case, I don't know whether it would be better just to have a large graphic on the back like the work jacket or not, but they've utilized this one like that's on the long sleeve tee and then added more to it. So yeah. We then have the Perfecto leather jacket. It's just going to have a stupidly high retail. I think it looks quite clean. Obviously it's a shop piece, so it's going to have high retail as of that. But yeah, I think it's been well executed, but the retail is just going to be extremely high. We then have the Raglan long sleeve top. I'm not really a fan of this. I'm not really a fan of Raglan like tops or long sleeve tops in general. I don't think they look too great, and Supreme tend to go with this thing where they have a graphic or they have a design and then they just put the same, you know, text and layout and everything to it, where it's like a stencil look down the sleeves, and it doesn't really do much for me. So yeah, even with the graphic looking nice and blended with it, it just does nothing. To finish off though, we have the Quiet Storm short sleeve top, which can stay quiet this week, and the studded velvet hooded work jacket, which black colorway I might say is okay, but in general I'm not a studded fan. So yeah, but yeah, that is going to cover it from me. As per normal, let me know down below what you're going to be going for, what pieces you like, what pieces you dislike, how you feel about everything in general, what you think about Brandon Lee and Bruce Lee, what happened to them, you know, it's not natural. But yeah, personally for me, paint stick is standard and simple. This skateboard sort of colorway or variation of the design, the cargo pant, the sweater, the long sleeve tee in black, the work jacket, and I think those are the best pieces of the week in general. If I'm going to go for anything in the end, realistically, it would either be the skateboard, the long sleeve tee, the sweater, or the jacket just to hold on to, because I think it will age quite well. If you're able to get like multiple pieces, or if you can afford to get multiple pieces that you can have like a personal and then hold on to the rest of, I'd recommend going for it, because collaborations like this, maybe at the start might not do well, but definitely over time should do like quite well in the end. Work jackets also don't tend to have a ton of stock, so, and sweaters as well, so just keep that in mind. So yeah, but that's going to cover it. So thank you for watching. I hope that you have a good day, and I will see you all next time. Peace.